Hello, hello. Taurus, I'm going to wait for you guys to come in the room. Give you guys a little bit to come in the room. Hey, Taurus. Good afternoon. Good morning. Maybe good night for some. Taurus, thank you guys so much for coming back to my channel. If you are new, hello, I am Yasmin. If you have not already, please like and subscribe. Taurus, we're going to go ahead and get started with your general reading. Of course, you guys already know I'm going to be using some oracles today. We're going to be using oracles. We're going to be using tarot. We got a lot of different stuff that we're going to be using. I will say this morning readings were off the chain. They were so good. So we're gonna see. We're gonna see if your if your reading is going to be the same. So let's go ahead. Let's get into it. Hey, what's going on, everybody? Hey, pretty girl. Hey, Juicy. Haven't seen you in forever. All right, let's go ahead and get into this for Taurus. Some of these cards I'm gonna be able to show you in front of the camera. The other ones that I have is too big, but let's get into it. This is for Taurus. I want them to flip. This is for Taurus. Taurus. Okay, that was one. Look at this. Wow. I can't wait to show you because you guys got a card that didn't come out for anybody this morning. You have Gateway. Gateway. I love it. Hey, Hassan. I know you always be laughing at me because I be messing up your name. First card that's coming out here for you guys is Progression. Progress. It says, if things have been slow or if you've been feeling unfulfilled lately, expect a strong shift that will shake things up for you to liberate you out of this funk that you've been in. Okay. Now, this whole funk thing came out actually with Sagittarius this morning. So I don't know if you guys have Sagittarius in your chart. But that same kind of energy came out. So some of you guys have been feeling down in the dumps. Maybe life is just, there's no adventure. There's no spark. There's no fire. You're kind of like, I just want something good to happen. I want something exciting to happen in my life. So basically, this is what this is saying. And progression is always fire. Always, because it's action, it's movement, it's that type of stuff. So that's what I like. Oh, before I forget, let me go ahead and put my phone on Do Not Disturb. We do not want to mess up the video. So let's go ahead. Let's get another one. Here you have new birth. And it says you're about to give birth to something new. This could be your own business, a side hustle. It says a new approach to something or perhaps a baby. Okay. It says whatever it is. Enjoy your creation. All right. So, I mean, I'll say it this way. It already told you what that could be. And you know what this is personally. I am going to say I haven't seen too many babies with Tauruses. It's like doing personal readings. I haven't. I've been seeing more so business-wise and money. Okay. Because remember, a new birth is a growth. This is growth. If you are the only person in your household, you and your person, a baby adds growth to it. So it's not 2, it'll be 3. Growth is here. Okay, and I definitely see this when it comes down to finances. I definitely see this when it comes down to your own business, especially if you have your business and you're wondering if things are going to go good, if there's going to be something like that. Okay, is it going to expand? That's what I see. Thank you so much, Juicy J. I appreciate that. Thank you. So yeah, that's what I'm seeing. So far, progression and new birth is what I see here for you guys. Hopefully you can see. I had to get a different scenery. You guys already know I have to switch it up. Can I show you the card that just fell out? And this was very surprising. Reconciliation. I know, don't come for me. I know some of y'all like, I have no idea what that means. That has absolutely nothing to do with me. Yes. Okay. So let's just kind of put it in this way. It does not have to be only, it doesn't have to be only like love, right? Like let's say you got into an argument with someone. This could be a family member or a friend. It's like coming back together. Let's see if we can make this right. Okay. Now here this card says an old love interest will come back wanting to reconcile and rebuild. It may be worth hearing. Y'all already know how I feel about that. I know this card is giving them a benefit of the doubt, but it's like you already know the reason why you're not talking to them anyway. So please, like, let's not be silly, okay? But for some of you, could be. For some. It may be worth hearing what they have to say, but it's up to you if you want to give them a second chance. Now, again, like I said before, yes, right? Like, we do know that's possibly dealing with love, but I also feel like that could happen even with, family members or friends who you guys, may have had some type of run-ins with. It is very well possible that could be the reason why there's some type of reconciliation that's needed, okay? Now, I do have to show you. This was amazing to me. Now, you guys literally had the good news card and you had the gateway. Now, again, earlier this morning, Sagittarius had gateway in the deck that I'm about to start pulling from. And to me, this is making me feel like some of you guys most likely have Sagittarius in your chart. And it says a flood of opportunities are coming your way, giving you many choices to venture on a new path. Listen to your inner voice and let your soul make the decision. Expect to get really, really busy here. So again, I'm seeing some really good stuff. And it says you're going to be receiving some good news that will make you very happy. Answer the call when that time comes. It will be some changes for the better happening in your life. Let's just make sure we emphasize that though. Changes for the better. Okay, and that's, sometimes people hear changes and they get kind of frightened because they're like, damn, does this mean that it's going to be something bad? No, it just means in general that there's going to be some things that you guys are going to be, experiencing that could be a little bit uncomfortable, unfamiliar, but exciting. So it says change for the better. So you're going to like it. You may not recognize it at first though, but you definitely will. All right, let's go ahead. Let's get into it. You guys have seen this deck, me using this deck. I haven't used it recently. So we're going to go ahead and get into it. I actually saw this when I was posting. I was like, oh, I want to grab that deck. So let's go ahead. Let's see what comes out here for Taurus. We're going to get 3 cards for Taurus. Let's see what comes out. Divine help. Ooh. Oh my God. My bad, y'all. See, this is the reason why I can't. This is the reason why I can't shuffle in front of the camera. I'm not doing it again. I'm just not. I'm not about to play myself. I'm too close and my hands are bumping. For those who are new, you're just going to have to go back to my old videos. I'm sorry. Can't do it. Now I done messed up the whole flow of this. Give me a second, y'all. Now I got to get the camera back up to right. Give me a second, y'all. Give me a second. It still looks crooked, but we're going to roll with it because you already know I'm a Virgo. I can't have anything that looks crooked. All right, first card that fell out is Divine Help. I'm going to shuffle behind the scenes. I got to do what I got to do. All right, let's get it. This is for Taurus. I ain't doing that no more. I'll do that when I'm over there sitting at the desk, but I ain't doing it over here. All right. Next card that's coming out is Practicality. Another card that's coming out here is Warrior. So let's get to the Divine Help card. Here, it literally says you are protected. From what? From what? Evilness, evil eye, jealousy, haters. And I mean, the list can go on and on. And what's so interesting is that for some of you, you know exactly what I'm talking about. You know exactly who or what I'm referring to. Okay. So when I say protection, this is pretty broad when it says this, but some of you guys may need, you may feel like you are vulnerable in a certain situation where someone may be trying to attack you in some way. Someone at your job could be trying to do it. There could be family members who's doing it, or a lover who's trying to harm you in some kind of way. So I like the fact that it came out like this because it is a very, it's a huge spectrum, right? So that came out. Yeah, exactly, Juicy J. Any type of negative energy. And again, you guys already know, even though I'm in this kind of space, I never automatically go to anything that will be considered woo-woo. I really don't. Because in a real world, practically, most of you guys look at this and you go about your life. Okay? And it's very seldom that you have to deal with this. Not saying a lot. I'm not saying all. But most of you guys, you probably don't. You most likely are not going to be dealing with that. You're going to be dealing with people at your job who's not going to like you. You're going to be dealing with lovers in general who gets upset because you do not want to talk to them. You're going to be, dealing with family members because you didn't give them money and all of a sudden they want to talk about you and everybody else behind your back. That's really what happens. Now, other stuff, yes, that happens, but I'm saying majority of you guys are going to be dealing with those things. And I like the fact that it came out that you guys are going to be tough, like you're tough, you're a warrior. Because even when you start experiencing that, it's not like you're caving. You're not caving in to anyone. This is not one of those situations where it's like, oh my God, my mom is not talking to me, or my boyfriend or my girlfriend isn't talking to me. Oh my God, I got to cave. It's like, fuck that. No, you are definitely like, I'm standing on my square, period. You're not going to push me around. Here, it literally says, go hunt your dreams. Victory is yours. Victory is going to be yours. But you got to pay attention, because here with hunting, most of you guys, or some of you even divine feminists, know that when you hunt, that's not the time to be focusing on other stuff. You have to focus on what's happening. I think I looked at one hunting video where they put down certain traps so they can hear when the animals are coming. They can tell by the direction of the wind. It's just crazy. They can hear the difference in the wind when certain animals are coming. But they have to pay attention when that occurs. But if they're talking, let's say they're not the only one out there. If they're talking, they're not going to pay attention to that. Next thing you know, the animal is up on them. So here it is specifically saying, go hunt, focus, okay? And it says victory is yours if you're willing to pay the price. Now that's interesting. I didn't think that was there. If you're willing to pay the price, if you're willing to pay the price. Remember, I'm just going off of what they say. I have to go off of what I'm saying. Victory is yours if you're willing to pay a price. So there's sacrifice here. Sacrifice. This is very sacrificial. And now this is hitting the new birth card. And how much are you willing to sacrifice in order for you to get what you want? Like, does this mean that you can't date for a while? Does this mean that you have to save up your money? You know what I'm saying? Like, it's like, if you're willing to sacrifice some things, you can get what you desire if you're willing to sacrifice. And it doesn't have to be anything huge, but it is going to be something that you may have to do. Okay? But I like the fact that the warrior is like, okay, I'm just going to go ahead and do it. I'm going to do it because I know what I want. They're very much so laser focused. This is why it's called or considered to be a hunt. Now, another card here is practicality. Be rooted and practical. Capture the essentials of a situation or a person. You see how Capricorn is there? Isn't that funny? That they use Capricorn as practical. And that's because it's ruled by Saturn. Saturn is like, okay, it's you or it's your ass. And that's just the truth. That's why it says you have to be rooted. Not up in the air, not in fairyland, not in an illusionary world, right? It's like you have to see this for what it really is. Is this practical for me? As much as I may want this relationship, as much as I may want this job or this business opportunity, others are coming, but maybe it's just this one that I want so bad. You may have to consider, is this going to work for me? Now, this is sitting on reconciliation. Isn't that crazy? You see how there's second thoughts here? You see how spirit, and I promise you, I'm like flowing with it. I'm like, dang, I forgot that those cards fell and this right on point. Now, here it is, someone coming back up into your life. Someone is coming in and they're saying to themselves, let me see if I can get Taurus let me see if I can convince Taurus of something. Now, this card says something. It says, be rooted in practical. Capture, pay attention to what they're doing. Not about what they're saying. It's about what they're doing. Now, a lot of you guys are going to be listening. And I know that you're going to be like, oh, no, that's not true. Yes, I'm not even going to pick up the phone. I'm not going to even listen to what they got to say. I don't care. I've been friends with them for 25 years. Who cares, right? Whatever. They've been showing their ass for 10. Oh, no, I'm not going to pick up for him or her because they've been showing out. Even though I love them, I'm not going to do it. And then when the time comes, you kind of crack a little bit. And I'm not saying that it is bad. I'm saying that if you do that, it's like, just be aware of what you're actually seeing. Okay? That's what it's basically telling you. No, you did not have gateway twice. Did y'all hear me earlier when I said Sagittarius had gateway earlier? Y'all literally had gateway at the bottom of the deck. That is insanity. You had gateway literally in both decks. How is that even possible? Here it says, a flood of opportunities are coming your way, giving you many choices to venture on a new path. Listen to your inner voice. Let your soul make your decision. Expect to be busy. Are you going to take it? Yes or no? Now that I is there saying that you guys have, this is definitely not necessarily, it's not practical. It's not saying that, but it's saying that you are making wise decisions. You have to see your future in your eyes. You have to see your future the way that you want to see it. That's basically what this is. And I feel like for some of you, you are going to go for it because I think that you're tired of feeling this stuck energy. I think that you're ready to go. I think that you guys are ready for things to start moving forward for you. And this is like refocusing because you feel that movement that goes back to that progression. But man, when I tell you, y'all, there is something here that is huge. We are not even done. We haven't even got into the tarot. The only bad part about doing oracles, they take up so much time, and I'm literally 6 minutes in, 16. So let's get to your first card. There's no way I'm going to do this in front of camera. You can forget about it. I want to go ahead and shuffle. These are 10 times bigger than the ones that just came out. This is for Taurus. Let's see what's showing here. Let me not get too close because I still don't want it to knock over. Okay, you had two that kind of fell here. And then you had this at the bottom of the deck. Now, this deck has like 4 different kinds of pages. Okay, so we'll get to that in a minute. The one that came out here, there it is again. It's a princess and prince. You have Prince of Spring, which is most likely the Page of Wands. And then you had the Sun. I see excitement energy with both of those. A spark in your heart. We just talked about how things haven't, you've been needing that. You've been needing things that whole, okay, things have been down. You've been feeling down. You've been feeling down in the dumps. Okay, I love the fact that the Sun came out because now you're definitely going to feel happy and positive. You know, oh, I love it. Let's read it. Because this is such a small handwriting here or type, I'm going to have to read it like this. Just for a second, I'm going to let you guys see it. And let me read it. Give me a second because I can't see. An opportunity arises that needs your attention right away. Moving quickly is important, yet there's nothing you can't handle if you follow your inner guidance. I think we saw inner guidance like 3 or 4 times, right? Where it talks about inner guidance and wisdom and intuition. And you're going to have to make a decision on something. Remember here, this right here is the future for you. What works? Seriously, what's going to work for you? And you got to make a decision because if you ponder on it too long, maybe you may go backwards. And it doesn't have to be about love. It doesn't. But there's going to be something that you need to do. You see, when you look at a dolphin, you know, sometimes, I would say most of the time, you don't know that the dolphin is just going to pop out of the water, right? It just pops out, kind of surprise you. That's what I see. That's going to be something here that's going to surprise you. But you got divine hope. So don't think that you're in this by yourself. Now, the next card that's coming out is the Sun. That's a blue bird. Some of you guys even see bluebirds outside your window or you see them. Maybe that's going to be some type of signal to you or sign. I don't know. I don't know. You guys already know, you know. Like, do I believe that? Yeah, to a certain degree. But some of you guys really do believe that. And so if you see some type of bird that feels like that's a sign, then go for it. Let's get this Sun though. Here it says your plans will work out well, bringing new happinesses. Let's look at this. Bringing in new happinesses, prosperity, and success. You'll garner the recognition for your accomplishment you so richly deserve. Well, damn. You guys did have the gateway, right? Don't you think that this sums up your gateway energy? And I know a lot of you guys don't believe that this is true. When's the last time you really had a sun in your life? When the last time have you experienced the real sun? Maybe a little glimpse of it. It's been like cloudy. You had like a little glimpse of it where it peaked out for about a couple of hours and went back in. That's kind of how it's been for you. You had little spots of joy, but nothing that has been continuous. So I love this. This is the feeling that you have with these opportunities that are going to come in here for you. Hello. It's like, do I read this? Yeah, let me see. This is an intellectual challenge that calls upon your ability to think. Practicality, and you need to think. Making, what does it say here? Match it. Okay, so you have to find a solution to something. That says that if helpful information is going to be put to you bluntly, accept the message without being bothered by the messenger. It's like someone may tell you something that you need to hear, and it may hurt, but it's like the universe is like, this is the only way that you may listen. Or it's some type of information that could hurt, but this is the only way that you can move forward in order to receive these blessings. Let's go ahead. Let's get this other one here. We're going to get to your money in a minute. This is for Taurus. Thank you. Okay. That came out again. I'm just going to split the deck. Three of Cups. Here it is, another air sign. Nine of Swords. Your worries and fears aren't real. They're fueled by focusing on the negative, which gives power to that which you are afraid of. Stop worrying. Remember we heard the word let go earlier? Let go of fear and everything will be okay. Well, isn't that great? That's so reassuring, right? Some of you guys are sitting there like, really? Really? Let go of fear? You're like, I'm going through hell. Nine of Swords is like one of those things where it's like, there's so much stress and anxiety, it's hard for you to think straight anyway. So you're looking at this like, really? You're telling me to let go of this? And everything is going to be okay? Okay, so this is where we go back to that divine help. Why are you looking within yourself at this point for all the answers? It specifically told you from the beginning part of the reading, divine help. See, the thing is that most people are not going to outsmart the universe. They know what you're going to say before you say it. And you guys know how I am with personal readings, by the way. It's going to get deeper than that because you guys already know I'm extremely studious. Okay, so if you think it's been hardcore, it's going to get even worse than that. Okay, I am saying with these type of readings, it is the doubt that you have. It is that very thing. This is what you're trying to reconcile with yourself because of what you've already experienced. Well, I had faith at first and things didn't work out the way that I wanted it to work out. So, okay, here we are. This is the reason why I'm stressed. Now, I can only tell you what's here. I can only tell you based off of what I see that a lot of you guys are holding on with this holding on to the negativity because you are expecting a negative outcome because that's what you've been used to. And the universe is like, I get it. I understand. I understand that that's how you feel. But this time something different is going to occur. Now, it all depends on, right now, a lot of you know that Uranus have been in your sun house. You've been all over the place. There's been things that have just taken you just out of whack, like out of your daily routine. There's been news, messages. It's just been chaotic, probably for the last 8 years, really. Okay. So this is what you guys are also reconciling within yourself. The lone wolf, basically. That card is actually in here too, but I'm just saying that just because that little penguin, this little sea lion is on this rock by itself. Woe is me. I am out here alone. Okay, what am I going to do? And God said, that's okay. I got you. I got you. And I know it doesn't look like it, but it's coming. Hope is coming. Now I'm going to go ahead and look at your money really quickly. I can actually say, based off of what I see, your money is going to get so much better. Even if you didn't have the gateway card, your cards in general came out magnificent. Magnificent. And I'm not saying that that's where you have been. I'm not saying that, because I do believe that some of you guys may have to like deal with certain kinds of challenges or certain kinds of struggle. But for the most part, I do see that there is going to be an improvement with your money. When money is start to flow, and it will not be an issue for you. It will not. Well, those who are used to this channel understands that a general is literally a general. Okay. Because if you look at a general and you don't know your transits, then that's on you. All right. Because everyone has different transits. The way all Virgos have different transits. Some Virgos done been through hell already. Some Virgos about to go through it. That's the way that it works. So you should know that. Okay. All right. Let's go ahead. Let's get Taurus energy and see what's happening here for Taurus in the present moment. Let's see. This is for Taurus. First card that came out here. Look at that. Hello, sunshine. You guys got the Ace of Wands. And not only that, you guys had the Justice card at the bottom of the deck. Almost knocked the camera over again. I like this position. It's just so cool and calm and collected. It's so chill, right? It's so bergamot. Okay, I actually love that smell, like that wood smell. I love it. Anyway. Listen to what it says. It says a wonderful new opportunity. Again, that's what it should. That's what it says. It says a wonderful new opportunity presents itself. It may have come as a surprise. Didn't I just say there's something that's going to come as a surprise? Like that dolphin coming out of that water. You ever seen those videos where people are sitting on a boat and the dolphin comes out of the water and the first thing you hear is the water and people are like, whoa, wow. Right? People are amazed when they see that. Can you imagine if that's you? When opportunity presents itself, the first thing you think is like, wow. Okay? You will be wowed. It says, but you still want to leap. It says, but you'll still want to leap into action and passionately pursue every possibility. You will, because guess what? The Ace of Wands is action. Now, I asked, what are you feeling at this moment? That's what I asked. At this moment, you are busy as hell. You're telling yourself, okay, you need to get this done. I need to do this. I need to get this done. I need to get this done. And see, in spirit is saying, yeah, get it done. Whatever that means for you, it doesn't matter. Whatever it means for you, yeah, get it done. If you have to write out your planner, get it done. Are you going to be prepared for 2026? Is there things that you need to do before then? Yeah, you need to get that done in order to balance yourself out. Here, it literally says with the Justice card, it says balancing. Okay. Interesting. You are trying to balance. That's the reason why you're saying that you have to get things done. You're trying to balance. You got a lot of stuff on your plate. What does it say here? Fair decisions will make, hold on, hold on. Fair decisions will be made after all the evidence is reviewed impartially. Oh, this could definitely have something to do with court. Now, just because you see justice card does not mean you're going to be in court, y'all. Okay, again, this is a general reading. I can always tell in a personal, but you can't see that in a general. You just cannot. All right? But it says impartially. So if you are doing something with court, if there is something in court, I mean, I can't say that you're going to win because technically the win card isn't in front of me. But this card is saying that there's something that could possibly go in your favor. Okay. Here it says, have compassion for others and try to see all sides of the disagreement. Now, that goes back to that reconciliation. Someone trying to make something right. Hello, Taurus, I just want to talk to you. Okay, or this gets, hey, mom, hey, dad. Okay, hey, lover, hey, friend. You know, I've been thinking that wasn't right. And it says, make sure that what you guys say is going to be fair on all ends. That means that if they're going to say something that's going to try to bring peace, don't come to it like, well, you shouldn't have. It's like, be fair. If they are admitting to their wrong, let them admit to it. But again, that reconciliation said, but it's still your decision if you want them in your life. Period. It's your decision. Now, if they snap afterward because you decide that you don't want them in your life, you made a good decision anyway. Like, oh, you were phony. You were a phony, and I made the right decision. Goodbye. Justice talks about respecting people's opinions all across the board, not just because you want something. So I love this energy. I love that your justice is coming your way and you are excited about something. You're thrilled about something. I love the fact that if you're bored, there's about to be something that's going to be really exciting. You're like, oh my God, thank you. Thank you. Remember, we saw that in the beginning part of the reading. Let's go ahead and see who's on the outside of you. Let's see what comes out. Let's see. Let's see what's on the outside. Wait a minute. Why? I see Joe Mama here. Y'all gonna be hearing this next year. I forgot. I never put Juicy J as a moderator again. Let me do that. There we go. I apologize, Juicy J. And hello, future you. All right. All right, let's go ahead. Let's get the outer energy here for you. Let's see what comes out. Let's see what comes out here for Taurus outer person. Now, this could be anybody. Of course, we know it could be love. Let's see what comes out. Let's get more than that. Okay, you guys did have a few. Hello. All right. The wheel. Ooh. Ooh, whatever. Whatever is supposed to come, whoever's supposed to come, it is destined. It is destined. It will happen. And this is the reason why people are getting knocked upside the head. Because see, somebody is trying to keep you from going where you're supposed to go. And it's like, okay, you want to be froggy? You think that your fist is bigger than the universe fist? We can go ahead. We can start this fight. That's the reason why Warrior came out. Warrior came out specifically because it's like, oh, you want to go there? Okay, you can go there. You can go there. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter who is trying to do what. It doesn't matter who is trying to do anything. When you see it, it's like, all right, well, they decide to stand in front of the train. That's on them. It is what it is. And some people just deserve to get it. Okay. But for you, it's like, hello, there it is, that Eight of Wands. I talked about that earlier with progression. Are they going to stop you? No, they're not. And we're going to get to the wheel in a minute. Here, what does it say here with the Eight of Wands? It says, you've been presented with many wonderful opportunities. Godly. How many times are we going to get that card? That's like the 7th card that then came out. It's like, come on, Taurus. It's like, we get it. We get it. Like the universe favors you right now. You guys are like so favored. Anyway, it says, wonderful opportunities all at once. While this may feel very stressful, which I told y'all, okay, it says, remember to be grateful for the blessings that heaven sends you. Oh, sorry. I have a very close Taurus person to me. Baby, I've been like going in. I've been going in. Okay? Nothing is going to stop you from going where you're supposed to go. It's just not. You got to let go of that depression. You got to let go of that doubt of believing that you're not going to receive. Only when you get there, yes, most likely some of you guys believe it because some of you guys are still say, I have faith, and you kind of don't. I'm kind of sidestepping a little bit, but I do believe that a lot of you guys have faith for real, because you are moving. And I'm proud of y'all. Because if you didn't have faith, you would be still sitting in the same situation that you've been in. You wouldn't be going anywhere. You wouldn't be traveling. You wouldn't be venturing off. And that's exactly what it said. It said you will be finding new paths and new ventures. Hello. You do have faith. You do. Even in your doubts, you do. Let's go ahead. Let's keep going. You guys had this again. No, you didn't. It's a different one. So this is like the night. Okay. And this is what it says. Get ready for progression. To speed up the situation requires you to choose logic and intellect over emotion. That is sitting right on top of the practicality. It's telling you over and over again. It's like, baby, now listen. I know you're in your feelings. I know you love this person. I know you love this. And it's going to be hard overhead. I'm telling you. And you may think right now, oh, that's going to be easy for me to do. Oh, that's going to be easy. I'm not going to have any problems with making that decision. And when you are in the position that you have to make a decision in, and it's hard, I'll say it this way. I said that wrong. When you are in that situation and you must be practical, it is always the hardest. Because your heart is saying, I love, but your head is saying, I know for a fact that this is not going to work. I know I shouldn't be living here. I know I should not be here. I know this person shouldn't be in my life. And some of y'all really got somebody coming back up in here for real. You see how fast that horse is going? Look at this picture. You don't even see the background. That's how fast the horse is going. So some of y'all really do have somebody that's going to be coming back up in here if they already haven't, like, hey, I want to talk. And I see some back and forth communication. Some of y'all are trying to resist it. But this person is like, wait, where are you going? Hello, Taurus, where are you going? I'm here. And you're like, listen, I got something else to do. There's things that's meant for me, which is what we're saying. It is here with a will. Let's read it. Expect a sudden positive change in your life. Isn't that crazy? Because isn't that the same thing that we just saw? Hold on. Sorry. There we go. Look at this. Two different people that did this said the same thing. Change in your life for the better. What does it say? I like those cards because I can see. I don't feel like an old lady. Here it says, expect a sudden positive change in your life. And that is sitting on top of the wheel. There is no need to doubt. You guys have somebody who's going to come in here and change your life, though. How much you want to bet? Now, of course, this is a general. Can't say that for everybody. Okay. But there is definitely going to be some type of change brought about somebody according to this reading. Could be a earth sign. Let me see the type of signs that I'm saying. It could be a Leo. It could be Virgo, Capricorn, or Taurus. Somebody is definitely wanting your attention. You got Gemini here. Virgo again. Y'all getting a lot of Virgos in this mug. What's up with that? Let me see. Y'all got a lot of freaking Earth. I keep pulling the cards just from the deck and it's just like Earth. And one Pisces, okay? Now, of course, do not take that because that could be anybody, literally, okay? Like this could be you come across this person on a Pisces moon or something, right? It doesn't mean that they have to be a Pisces. But those are the signs that I actually saw, okay? Now, we're going to go ahead and get your energy for today. Not tomorrow, because I'll be back tomorrow. I'll be back tomorrow. And I have a video that I have to post later on today that was from last year at this exact same day. Let's see. This is for Taurus. Let's see if I'm brave enough. Taurus, I want y'all to see it fall. There we go. Boom. Thank the Lord. You guys got the Chariot. Ooh. It is in reverse. I said how you're feeling for today. I believe that this is possibly true for some, not for everybody. Lack of direction, lack of discipline. If you are traveling or will be traveling, it could be some delays, which makes sense. That makes sense. There's been some delays happening. You may feel defeated or you may feel opposed. That's exactly what we just said. You got somebody that's like, you know, at an opposition of you, trying to keep you from moving. Even if it's not anything that they can possibly really do, because they can't, but it's like they are opposing you. They're telling you no. They don't like you. They're trying to make your life miserable. They could be saying things that are harmful and or hurtful to you. This is why we were talking about the mind with the Nine of Swords, because they don't have to really physically be around, but it's the words that they have said. Okay, where you may not feel motivated. For some of you guys, you may lack this energy. Some of you guys are like, you know, depressed because there was unfulfilled promises by people or things that you didn't see come to fruition. And you're just like, I just can't believe that this happened. Some of you guys can't get started, even though the universe is basically telling you to take action and get things done today. Some of you guys are like, I just can't. You still got some time today. It's only 5 o'clock in the Midwest. You guys have the rest of the night to get whatever done that you need to get done. And you don't have to make excuses. You just have to motivate yourself. Put on some positive music. I listen to Kanye West, his Sunday church. I listen to that every morning because I felt like that was just the most brilliant thing that he did. There's millions of positive songs that came out in the 90s when most of us was kids. Okay? So you guys need to start doing things that are going to motivate you, especially if you don't feel motivated. And today is saying that some of you guys are not necessarily feeling creative or you don't have the willpower to get things done, you know, and it's okay. And that's true. I make promises that I need to stick to it. Yeah, you guys have to stick to the promises that you make. And you know, when you don't stick to it, especially if you had and I've done this before, I had like a whole lot of stuff on my schedule and it's not that I couldn't get it done. I just got distracted. I'm like, damn, I was supposed to do that. I can't believe I didn't do that today. Okay. It does feel a little crappy, but that's okay. You pick up and try again another day. And that's how this is going to work. So that's what we're going to do. So Taurus, this is what I have for you guys. Thank you so much for coming back to my channel. And again, if you guys are new, please like and subscribe, hit that notification bell. If you're interested in a personal reading, all the information is down below in the description box. I will see you guys back here again tomorrow. See you later. Love you guys. Bye.